Eccoci qua. Canteremo finché morte non ci separerà. Ale, ale, Juve, ale. Forza Juve, vinci dai, non ti lasceremo mai. Forza Juventus, una curva su ti ama tutta la settimana, io penso solo a te. E forza Juve, unico grande amore, una grande passione che c'è dentro di me. Dai Euge, dai che sei un grande juventino, mettimi il pollice. Eccoci qua. Oh no, dice aspetta un attimo. Allora aspetta. Vabbè, lo rifacciamo da capo. Ok, stavolta ci siamo. E dai con Week 5 che si parte.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 9-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Patriots.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Down. Patterson, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the draw play. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of, but when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check. Mike 56.
Play action. Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. There's Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Patterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Vai ragazzi, concentrati.
Set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route.
Ma sto vecchiaccio quanto si è rivelato bene.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ma se si sveglia quell'altro lì va in tuffo.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his running back. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
E andiamo, buono.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
18-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Ma uno che la prenda.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football.
Uno che la prenda.
But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 5. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
Ma zio cantante di merda, porca puttana, mani di burro. Come cazzo si fa? Ma non puoi perdere il fumble così. Oh, andasse una buona. Porca puttana. Uno gioca una partita per bene così, zio cantante, senza che combina niente. No, uno si deve per forza innervosire anche quando fa le cose tranquillo, sereno. Ma non è possibile, guarda.
To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they're going to have this.
Vai giù, ti ho detto di scivolare, devi scivolare giù, vai giù almeno. Neanche quello. Adesso cominciamo con le cose in autonomia.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Che lancio di merda, guarda che lancio di merda. Guarda che lancio di merda. L'importante è non arrabbiarsi. Ma gioca tranquillo.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On the quick handoff, the juice check. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
E andiamo. Grandissimo Dagger, 5 partite già 3 intercetti, numero 1, il Kyle nazionale.
tip drill, and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Down. It's Patterson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Porca puttana, come mi sono cagato in mano. Cazzata che stavo facendo. Mamma mia ragazzi, non fatelo mai più, mi fate morire.
With Patterson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. To throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Gain of 10. 1st down, Patriots.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Johnson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our
Oh, mi rigira il cazzo, sono solo 3 punti, dovevo essere di più almeno di un 7. Cazzo. Vabbè, ora vediamo quel che c'è. Una bella partita.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
Che come arrivano. Come arrivano, ragazzi.
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far.
Palle.
Third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Che palle.
An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Grandissimo l'eroe del Super Bowl, James White.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First man through, it's the fullback use check.
Culo.
Trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
E questa non è pass interference, bastardi di un arbitro. Oh. Cioè, spinta così proprio, senza neanche guardare il pallone. Cioè, chiamata pure facile, dai, che te lo dico a fare. Non so un po', va.
They'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And boy, he is very close to a first down. From where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Dopo la mancata pass interference se ne escono con sta cazzata.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Taken down by
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First down, New England.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds.
Stavolta non sei andato fuori, caro il mio Robinson.
26 yards.
Che palle ho quando lo mette così, non riesco a trovare la soluzione.
It's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll get to him short of the first.
Cazzo, non è uscito neanche 4-2, se non ci andavo.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
E Combs, il rookie, draftato al 7° giro, il Hidden, grandissimo al 7° giro, incredibile. L'ho messo sul mercato e nessuno l'ha voluto. Che giocatore. Che giocatore.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it'll be second down. And to put it mildly, this is a tough
Di cornerback economy. Non mi lasciano mai l'opportunità di fare niente.
I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down now, it's Patterson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal. There's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run. This is White.
È sempre l'eroe del Super Bowl. Grandissimo White. Ah, qua sono a più 12, quindi mi dice di andare a più 14, giustamente. Ah, ecco qua, questo è molto interessante adesso. Aspetta che ne avevo vista una lì che mi era piaciuta. Questa, va bene, proviamo questa.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point
Vabbè, ci sta, dai ragazzi.
should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And down he goes, but he takes it to the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Scappato velocissimo.
Before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, now Garoppolo looking for Campbell downfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Garoppolo now.
Meglio così perché se lo mancavo erano cazzi. Meglio così, ragazzi. Mi temporeggiare un attimino da persone sagge.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here.
Dai, ragazzi, dai.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. The give to Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now, because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Minchia, nessuno, proprio addormentatoni questi, vabbè. Vabbè, dai, quant'è? 22, 17, solamente, quindi 5 punti, dai.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Patriots 22, Colts 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Ci sta, oh.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Minchia, non riesco, cioè, sono i miei miei wide receiver che non si liberano mai neanche quando sono messi bene, cazzo. Cazzo, c'era una difesa che teoricamente me li doveva lasciare, niente.
He's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
New England on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Gets this one to use check.
Vai, vai, cazzo! Di poco.
As the tackle is made at the 33. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
This is taken at the 15. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And going deep for Hill.
Ehi, grandissimo! E andiamo! Che difesa, ragazzi, oggi, che difesa. Così mi piace la difesa.
It's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st down, Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left.
No!
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Porca puttana.
Past the 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And
perché non hai preso il sack? Sei un coglione. Perché non hai preso il sack? Oh, quanto sei coglione, Davide.
So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Pausa. Guarda che partita, quanto sto sudando, ragazzi. Si è spenta la TV a Euge. Questo potrebbe essere un problema. Si è seduto sul telecomando. Vabbè, ti rifiuto la penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Ma pensate che picciu. Che picciu. Oh, non scherziamo, cosa ho visto lì? Ma come ha fatto a non fambolarla questo? Che l'ho steccato in volo. Come ha fatto a non fambolarla? Ma zio cantante, questo era fumble bello, proprio che arrivava bello pulito. Dai ragazzi, dai ragazzi.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo, screenplay, Johnson.
Porca puttana. Quant'è terza 3? Dai ragazzi, difesa! Vai difesa!
Slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Cazzo, perché ho tirato io male la traccia con quello manuale? Che picciu. Che babbo, mamma mia. Questo chi lo prende? Questo che cazzo lo prende? Beoti.
Moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now he dumps this off over the
Porca, guarda te, oh.
15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
Dai ragazzi.
Quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
Cosa combina adesso con sta formazione?
Let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
No, sì, il Piave mormorò, non passa lo straniero. Grandissimi.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now.
Dai, mettiamoci la calamita.
This is caught, Gronkowski. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal.
Palle.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 4-yard line.
Again it'll be Taylor. And he'll get
Ma zio cantante, guarda te. Che palle.
Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are going to
Non è possibile. Il panzone arrotolato.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Taylor try and run. Broken tackle. And he will get
Ma come good? Ma come good che l'ho buttato fuori? Questa è come la pass interference di prima,
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see it. Practice makes perfect. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real.
Cosa stanno facendo correre il cronometro, sti coglioni? Che cazzo fanno correre il cronometro? Imbecilli. Incredibile sta cosa, fanno correre il cronometro.
Here's second and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a scrap for the football. He's going to come down with it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll be second and goal.
Oh. Metti pausa. Non mi fa mettere pausa, non mi fa fare time out, non mi fa fare un cazzo, non mi fa chiamare le cose. Zio cantante.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
Ok, ora sì.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far.
A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game
Overtime.
Overtime. If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either
Heads
or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
Porca puttana.
Kick field goals, the next
Porca
team to score
puttana.
wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
St. Gonzalez set.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Allora, adesso che siamo nell'overtime, forse le chiamate servivano, vabbè, ci sta, è giusto, fa parte del gioco.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45.
Ma pensa, è riuscito pure a farlo completo, incredibile questa cosa.
Downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Grandissimo. Chi è questo qua che ha fatto il tackle, il numero 1?
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Chi è il numero 1? Combs, sempre lui dopo l'intercetto. Non poteva che essere lui.
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing.
Dai ragazzi. Dai ragazzi.
Realize it is broken down. Just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up.
No! No! Ah, quanto fa male questa, quanto fa male. Sono pelato come questo qua. Ah, quanto fa male, stanotte non riesco a dormire, mi sento male. Terzo e 12 e mi sono fatto fregare così. Ah, è come due del corazon.
So for Indianapolis, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Garoppolo, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Non ci posso credere. Non ci posso credere, non me lo puedo creer. Joder, macho.